Do artists really have to starve to be true to their craft? Must the business side of creativity drain all inspiration? No, it does not. 5 minutes on creative entrepreneurship can help you master the business side of creativity, reap greater rewards from your talent, and enjoy your work to the fullest.
I'm so glad trouble don't last always.
The creative service business is, after all, a service business. You're not collecting orders and shipping products. You're delivering your expertise to people who need it. As with any service business, there's a great deal of communication involved, from initial conversations you have with prospects to listening carefully to and asking intelligent questions about your client's needs, as well as responding to issues along the way. Being a creative entrepreneur means engaging with clients. And like a doctor, you're often going to be on call as you respond to urgent needs. If you structure your services carefully, this availability can become a source of ongoing revenue. If you don't, it could mean death by 1,000 cuts. I'm Eric Holter, and I've been a serial creative entrepreneur for over 3 decades. After graduating from Rhode Island School of Design in 1991, I could cut and print beautiful wood engravings. But I had no idea how to run a business. They just don't teach enough about business in art school. If you've been following my advice from the last couple episodes by starting to track all of your time, you're going to want to add an important category to your timekeeping system. Client communication needs to be a clear and measured category. If you do establish this category and accurately track it, you're likely to discover the common benchmark of most creative service businesses, namely, that client communications can take upwards of 20% of a project's budget. And if you factor in pre-sales communication, it's higher still. What's more, once a project or billable task is complete, your clients will continue to seek out your expertise, looking for insights and answers to questions. Perhaps it's for a rough estimate on a potential future project or a recommendation for the use of your work in other applications. Often these interactions are brief, maybe even just a few minutes here and there. But if you total up all that support, it can become a significant part of your time expenditures. And if you're not getting paid for that time, your profitability can get cut to shreds. That's why it's so important for you to remember that in its essence, your business is a service business, not a product business. Your time and expertise, as well as project deliverables, are a part of your value. You need to value your own time, and more importantly, you need to train your clients to value it as well. If you ever had to hire a lawyer, you hopefully expected to receive a bill for all of the time they spent talking with you and responding to your emails, as well as for the time they spent writing a contract. But do your clients respect your time that way? Do they expect to be billed for your client service time? It's extremely important to explain to your clients right from the start that you are a professional service and that in addition to any project-related fees, they should expect some costs associated with being an active client on your roster. There are many ways to establish such compensation plans, everything from a minimum service fee to active retainers or simply billing for measured time. But whatever the model, you have to have some plan for capturing revenue for your client support time. If you don't, your bank account will look more like a leaky bucket than a growing asset. As you consider how you might capture your service time, your billing practices matter a lot. Nothing will undermine your credibility as a professional than appearing to nickel and dime them by sending an invoice every time you get off the phone with them. That's one reason many creative professionals prefer the minimum service fee or retainer method. Alternatively, you could track your service time and group it up for invoicing only once a month or even once a quarter if some clients aren't very active. However you decide to structure your billing practices, it's essential to establish clear expectations with your clients ahead of time and find mutually agreeable terms for billing these services. Giving attention to this essential aspect of a professional service business can transform costly interactions that drain your profitability into regular contributions to your bottom line. So until next week, don't let the business of creativity overwhelm your creative business.
5 Minutes on Creative Entrepreneurship is a podcast by Eric Holter, mentor to creative entrepreneurs. You can find more content and resources at ericholter.com. His book, Blazing the Freelance Trail, is available on Amazon in print, Kindle, and audio. If this podcast is helpful to you, be sure to share it with your colleagues, and ratings and reviews are always appreciated.
I'm so glad trouble don't last